Okay, guys, I know that there's probably nobody out there, but I thought I would go live and see what happens here. I've become disenchanted with being out here at all, and I've kind of figured out why. um, if you've been following my channel at all, you will have heard me question why I'm doing this. It's, I'm not sure. At first, I thought I was trying to be part of the solution, trying to bring about positive change by informing people, bringing awareness. But the amount of people that come and check me out is not great. And I've become disenchanted with TikTok. I'm thinking of really closing that down. I get more followers there, and I won't lie, it's a kick. But, it's just not the same as trying to do something worthwhile, and I'm not seeing that I'm doing anything here. I look at the other streamers here. This is one of the reasons why I'm going live. I'm assuming that part of the reason that they do it is they do have some interaction with people. By them going live, they can at least chat with the people, or they have panels where they can actually really talk to them, which is a goal of mine that I think that that's the way to go. I mean, at least you have some human interaction in some form. It's just not doing it here for me in this format. So I don't know. I'm also questioning the things that I put out there, are informative. This morning I posted something on both TikTok and this channel, and it was a question. It's like, why are the trees still standing in LA? And then it occurred to me, maybe instead of telling people things, maybe I should be asking questions, because thinking seems to be a skill that's greatly been diminished over the years. I was taught to reason things out, to question everything. The old deductive reasoning kind of thing, A plus B equals C. Well, why is that? you know, you know, how come? How are those two things related? People just don't question anything anymore. I saw a horrific post this morning, actually. It was sad. I think it was Canada. People were standing in line in a pharmacy to get you know what, and one person got you know what and keeled over and passed away. And instead of the other people saying like, is there a relation here? No, they just stood in line and got theirs too. Now, if that happened to me, I'd freak out and say, I don't think I'm doing that today. What was in that? But they don't question that. They don't question it at all. All these people that suddenly just pass away, they don't question that. Oh, well, they had some kind of health condition. Yeah, right, sure. And how did these young people with no previous health conditions all of a sudden get heart problems and things like that? Yeah. People have lost the ability to think for themselves, and it's sad. It really is. So I was thinking maybe instead of just posting the information, I should just ask questions and see what happens. Although over on TikTok, it's funny. I just posted these things this morning, and over here on YouTube, I've gotten like 220 or something, and it's still growing. On TikTok, I've got like 650, and I've got people asking questions, making comments. And one guy said, it's kind of funny, actually. Well, I mean, who am I to dispute science? If it's really science, I don't know. But he said that the reason the trees are still standing is because they have a lot of moisture in them, and the fire gravitates towards the dry wooden houses kind of thing. And then the fire moves on. I was like, okay, that's kind of strange to me, but oh, right. Well, I mean, I know that fire has to have something to latch onto in order to catch on fire, But I mean, it's not going to go across asphalt, I guess. But between the wind and everything else blowing the embers somewhere else, why are the trees still standing? And uh, you know, I've seen a lot of images of forest fires with the blowing embers. Why aren't their leaves at least singed? No, these are perfect trees, unscathed. That's very bizarre. And then I was thinking, well, maybe, all these chemtrails and things like that, maybe that some of the things, I mean, I think there's a lot of things that they're dropping down on us. But maybe one of the things that they're dropping down is some kind of fire retardation thing for the plant life. Who knows? Maybe these plants have this coating on them, like like fire preventive type of material, whatever that is. And it's like, I wouldn't put it past them. And it wouldn't completely destroy the earth. I don't know. See, I'm questioning things, right? I'm thinking for myself, and even though my thinking may be flawed, who knows? I'm still thinking. I'm still trying to figure things out. Like I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to be and what my purpose is. So, I mean, I think I'm gonna switch to just going live all the time to see if anybody catches on that I'm going live. Hello, I'm over here. Come on in. Like I'm sitting here now and there's nobody here but me. And I probably will be a few times like that until people get the gist that maybe come on in. But if I can't have any kind of interaction at all with people, it's like, why am I doing this? I know that you shouldn't concentrate on the views that you get or the number of subscribers, because if you have a mission, just do your mission. But if you're not reaching anybody, what good is your mission? You've got to be able to actually reach people. So that's why that is what I'm questioning is my format, my approach, the way I'm doing things. There's something that has to change. Now I'm going to try the podcast and I'm going to try these lives and see what happens. See if I can reach more people. It's not about really being accepted, although, like I said, it's a thrill to get the likes. I don't seem to get much of. So when I even get one like, it's like, oh, well, one person out there appreciated it. And you know who you are. And I thank you very much. But you just need some kind of encouragement to keep going, and doing this. And if it's not here that I'm supposed to be, I don't know where I'm supposed to be. Years ago, I toyed with the idea of entering politics. Oh, I know. I was like, what are you thinking? But back when I was thinking about it, politics wasn't so awful. You still had dreams that if you were a politician, you could make positive change. You could represent the people. That's what I thought. That's because my parents were into that. My mother was in local politics. My father got involved with the election process. He was a supervisor, whatever you want to call that, in charge of the election counting thing or jigger. I know there's a technical term for that, but it escapes me right now. They believed strongly about doing things for their community, and my mother got involved on the local and state level. Actually, she worked closely with two of our governors actually for a long time. But I don't know. Today's politics is so much different. It's a cesspool out there. And even if you go out there with good intentions, I think sometimes you just get sucked up into the mess. There are a few good people out there in DC, and like Representative Massey there. He seems to really want to try, and he seems to be holding his own. But how long can these people hold their own? They're up against great odds out there, and we need more good people. But politics just seems to draw the wrong kind of people. So I don't know how I circumvent that and get around. How do I get involved to do good? I don't know. I haven't figured that out. Um, I want to do more than just do local volunteer work and stuff like that. I mean, that's all really good, and you're helping people, but you wouldn't need to help people on that level if the world were a better place. When you think about the volunteer work, you're helping poor people or people that need help. They wouldn't need help if everyone had jobs, if there were more compassionate people in the world, if their families took care of them. My dad was in short-term rehab, and I went in and saw him every day. And the residents there, several of them, because they got to know me because I would come in and say hi to them too. And I noticed that they never had visitors, not when I was there. So I thought, well, maybe they come when I'm not there. But I was there like hours at a time. And a couple of them came up to me and said that my father was a very lucky person because he had family that cared about him. And I said, well, you don't have any family? Oh yeah, we have family, but they never come to see them. How can you have somebody in a nursing home and never go to see them? That's what I'm saying. The world needs to change. We're living in a time where there's no compassion. It's all about them. They don't think about other people. So I don't know. I've been out here 13 minutes and there's nobody here. And I'm talking to myself again. But we'll just put it out there. Maybe when people see that I've posted live and I'm going to continue to do so, maybe they'll catch on. But until then, is there anybody out there? Is there anybody listening? Is there anybody that gives a damn?